finals of the grand finals of Unite Rivals.
Yep, Talibobo versus Ascended. Here we go.
Klaus going up against the almighty Overlord. We have Toonslim against Oblivion. Kiaros, actually, I think it's more like Yutao the jungler. Because Toonslim has been kind of taking that bot lane attacker role. So him and Kiaros share the same role. Yutao, Oblivion, and then we have the tanks.
So
Servus
Blissey or
against Elo
Shifu are
and
the two
Mego on
bands.
support, most likely. No, wait, Servus is the support. And Mego on the tank going up against Slashcan. I feel like they will flex around their Pokemon though, depending on what they pick. But yeah, Slashcan with that insta-lock mime.
Yeah.
Instant.
I mean, I think Mime is incredibly strong. Mew, obviously, I think is a great first pick. It's something I've been talking about. I really think that teams with Mew just do so well.
Yeah. And they have two excellent Mew players as well. Yutao and... Oh, they actually changed names for us. I just realized.
Oh,
they're now called Yutao and Mego.
Oh, okay.
They've done it. That's their actual names.
There we go.
And they're no longer called Kirito or Asuna or Ram and Rem. They finally have Yutao and Mego. Awesome.
Here we go.
And there's a Sableye. There's a Sableye.
So we got Mew.
That's a really interesting pick.
We got Sableye, we got
The grand finals,
Lucario
team finally bringing
on the
Sableye.
side of Talibobo, and then on
Into a
the side of
Sableye
Ascended,
can
you
be
got
very frustrating, but now we have the Tyrant.
Titar, Dodrio, Slowbro, and Mr. Mime. Talibobo, they're at their last two picks. It looks like Snorlax is being hovered
I
over.
think it's so 50-50 on how well it does sometimes.
Let's see if
it can get bullied just so
Yutao
they have
picks
Lucario on
up.
the other side, right? But of course, Lucario's going to lose late game, but early game is going to be amazing. And there's a Cramorant locked in for...
Cramorant is the
Toonslim.
pickup.
And I think Yutao is going to take over the Mew. Again, both are excellent Mew players. Toonslim and Yutao are excellent Mew players.
And here we have the Blastoise.
Two of the best in Europe. And I do like the Blastoise. I feel like it's
And
always
now
just-
we are in the preparation phase.
Blastoise has been the star. of
Blastoise
the
is such a good mon right now. It's been really popping off this week.
To come in and do so well.
I think people are finally starting to understand how good it is.
Even though maybe I'm the star of
So-
this tournament, I can't tell.
Any interesting head items? We see Attack Weight Weakness Policy on Tyranitar being the most played head item combo. Quite interesting. Floatstone, Score Sheet XP share on the Sableye. Klaus rocking the Muscle Band Weakness Attack Weight. So I assume it's gonna be... I mean, it still could be. With Muscle Band, it could be Power Punch there too. Could be Power Punch Close Combat. Can also be E-Speed. He does have eject buttons, so I assume it's gonna be Power Punch Close Combat.
Can we get a hat check, Chris? How many hats does that Dodrio have down there? Are you
I
seeing
think
what
it has
I'm seeing?
3 in different colors.
What? All 3 different hats in a grand final? Is this right? Oh man.
Have you ever talked about they also have 3 different bow ties?
That's for a new series I'm doing very soon. Please don't spoil.
Alright. Alright.
All right, here we
Grand
go.
final is gonna start now, Jake.
Let's go.
get it.
Talibobo versus Ascended. The two first place
Toonslim,
teams
bottom
from their
lane,
region
Cram.
going at it right here. Toonslim and Megu heading down to this bottom path. Overlord and Slash walking bottom. It's so crazy because you could be watching a world championship match right now. You literally could be watching teams that go up at Worlds. That's
Gonna be crazy.
And Servus looking for the invade right here. Not gonna Ascend is actually just already done with the wrap up. They give it over to the Slowpoke. Very common now to give it over to your support or your defender towards the top pass.
Oblivion jungle.
Early game. And he's looking for it, so Oblivion is pulling into the tall grass. Can he go for this last? He's just gonna be annoying. Even if he just wastes time, he's totally happy. He has XP shown, he's getting experience over time. He doesn't really care if he's gonna, die here or get the buff anyways. As long as he wastes time off this Dudo, he's totally happy. Oblivion just knows, he can't do much about it. He has to chase him away. Saber just turns around again, looking for the jungle invade again. Okay, now he's gonna head towards top path.
That was some excellent invasion stopping there by Oblivion. Just played perfectly, but makes it all the way to the top path.
Kyrios is taking so much damage.
Electro Ball just making it back in time, right onto that goal.
That was kind of ridiculous. He put himself in such a bad position.
Honestly, Oblivion crushed it. That was an awesome defense of that invade.
Yeah, he did lose a lot of time, but he didn't lose his buff, and he just get level 5. He picks up the drill pick that he's been playing, and Megu's getting locked up.
Yeah,
By the
Megu's getting
confusion against the
taken
Light
so
Swing.
much
Can they get this
damage.
KO? Oblivion's looking for it, but no, he gets back to the goal just in time thanks to the focus. But they're going to score a lot of points, though. 16 going for the Dodrio, 17 for the Warthog, 7 for Mr. Mime. And they're going to start doing things up or bottom path. First point scored off this match.
Zervos just causing more and more
We have this invade.
problems.
Oh, Oblivion here to stop it. Missing the drill peck right there. Zervis actually able to get this. And now that it's level 4, it can just disappear at will. Makes it a lot harder. Kyrios in trouble right here. His health getting pretty low. I believe it still has its focus band. We'll have to see. Maybe it's trying to bait out that
Okay,
Sableye.
so Kyrios does manage to get that one. Ooh, and it's in bad territory.
All right.
Oh, he turns invisible. It's so ridiculous. And they look for him. But
Oblivion gets the kill.
They find the Sableye. I actually don't even know how he turned invisible there. It's so ridiculous, this Pokemon. You don't even understand sometimes. Klaus with the Power Punch. There we go. Has the Power Punch. Going to secure this bunny. And Sableye does go down, though. But again, he's just wasting time. In the end, he doesn't really care too much if he goes down as long as he's wasting time.
And there we go. Ascended. Cleaning up a little bit of that here. Talibobo getting ready for this fight here at 7 minutes. We've got about 40 seconds until it. And highest level on the team for Talibobo actually on the Mew right now.
Yeah, on the Mew. So level 7. He took both of the buffs. He's kind of the jungler for their team, right? So he took over the jungle. Already almost level 8 now. He's going to do a lot of damage. Mew with highest level does a lot. He has Electro Ball, and it's a great counter again to the Dodrio. We've been talking about it. Electro boost auto attack can't be dodged by Dodrio. And it always chunks it to half HP almost instantly.
Now here we have a fight actually breaking out over these birds right now. 10 seconds until the bottom Reggie spawns. 2 members of Ascended still in the top path. It looks like they're sending down the Slowbro, but they might be keeping the Tyranitar there top so it can get enough experience to finally evolve. Dodrio having to reset and come down right here. It looks like Sableye just looking to see exactly where every member of Ascended is. Massive Solar Beam onto the side of Ascended from the Mew. Slash getting pushed back. We've got the power swap there as Slowbro is taking a lot of damage here. Oblivion just doing some spins, looking for a play here with its Drill Peck. Not taking that boosted attack
Huge
right
plays.
there. As now it is running in with the Drill Peck. Misses a lot there. Huge Electro Ball catching 3 members of Ascended right here. Cram chipping in with some damage.
So Mr. Mime gets the
actually
credit for
goes
killing
down here.
Snorlax.
Slash in a lot of trouble.
Cram kills
Dodrio
Mr.
in a lot of
Mime.
trouble, but it picks up a KO.
Dodrio picks up the kill on Sableye.
2 members from both teams.
Mew picks up the
Toon
kill on
trying to chase that KO
Dodrio.
on Overlord, but he's not able to make it happen.
And
Massive
Slowbro
Skull.
kills
Level
Toon
9.
Slim's
Massive Skull
Cramorant.
takes down Toon, and here we go. Mew does
Mew Tao
have its
versus
Unite
Elo.
move. No, actually it doesn't have its Unite move. I guess it already used it in this fight. Regice getting very, very low and stolen by the Solar Beam. Picks up the Blastoise with it.
And he gets the Reggie.
Wow, what
He
a
gets the
team
KO as
fight.
well. That
What a
was
good
so
play
tragic
by
for Toon, though. He was so
Utao.
close to level 9, but Utah was able to save it with the Mew. I mean, they just can't do it. They don't have any last sitting, right? And they couldn't zone out the Mew. Solar Beam has so much range, and he gets it super, super easily. Now Toon is also level 9, looking for this bottom push. 30 actually going for Sableye, 14 for Snorlax, closing the point gap by a tiny bit. And they're only 2 points behind now, but of course, experience-wise, they're currently ahead. When it comes, they only have a 10 Mew, but Cramorant gets taken down. Toon Slim gets caught by the Dodrio. And we saw this Oblivion Dodrio is very, very strong. He's been playing Drill Jump Pick or Drill Peck Jump Kick quite a lot, and he's very, very good with it.
Yeah, he's incredibly good with it, but he does have a few hard counters on the side of Talibobo.
Yes.
When I see a Sableye on the enemy team, I almost just always want to play agility when I'm playing Dodrio because I just need something to stop all of those stuns. Slash looks like he's taking the Snorlax for a walk for a second there. Almost had the Sableye earlier. Massive Drill Peck. That's a double KO for the Dodrio as it picked up the Sableye.
Ascended is putting
behind
the
there
pressure
as
right here
well, and
against
now they are
Talibobo.
scoring. I don't think a big overcap right there for Ascended, but they have broken
No,
this bottom goal.
Dodrio with a mistake right there, picks up more coins, and he's gonna finish off the goal, I think on accident. I don't think he realized he picked up more coins there. And yeah, no overcap there for Ascended, but it's hopefully not gonna matter too much. Power Punch goes in, onto the Slowbro. Can they finish him off? Another Power Punch is there, but it wasn't charged up, so it doesn't really do a lot of damage.
Curious is trying to put in the work against this Regieleki and making sure that they don't push into him.
Flying through.
Mew is still applying so much pressure to this team.
Reduction every time he hits an opponent. After level 10.
What's going on, Mo? How you doing?
A lot of damage. We have Dodrio currently invading. He might be getting caught though.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, Oblivion is just barely
Mew
escaping.
trying to chase this down right here. Actually, still chasing it into that central area, getting pushed back a little bit here. We see the Tyranitar running down. That Tyranitar on a leash, that power swap T-Tar is very, very difficult to deal with. You saw them defending that tier 1 against many members of Talibobos. We have the objective up here. It looks like a little bit of a rip happening. We've got a close combat onto it. Klaus getting ready for it. Snorlax just throwing this Unite move right here.
Klaus
Regice
is by
getting
himself
very, very
right
low.
here.
Toon with a big Unite
Toon
move
goes
getting
down.
stomped out by the Tyranitar. Very, very close and secured, I think, by the Lucario in front of everyone. No
Snorlax gets the secure. That's
I don't
crazy.
even know how that
Snorlax
happened.
gets the Regice or gets the Reggie. I have no idea how he got it, but they're chasing him down. But he's gonna just walk away. I don't know how he got it in all this mess, but is able to. So Heavy Slam looks in.
Yeah, this is the Unite Rivals
Snorlax a shield. Also Focus Spam being procced. And
finals
he's gonna water
game
away, and
1.
might break out on top side.
Talibobo
Man, these
versus
fights have been
Ascended.
so
It's gonna be
good
EU
already.
versus NA.
It's just amazing watching.
The North
players
American team
this
has
level
ascended.
fight each
Talibobo
other.
is EU.
Massive unite there from
Slowbro Unite
Gonna be able
takes
to use
out
it early. They know that they'll be able to get it back for their final fight, so they just want to pick up the KO there. Slash
and Slash goes
picked
down
off right there. However, by Toon, as this Cram's gonna keep jumping in, the Confuse Ray on the Slowbro, they able to get this nice solar beam right here, but Slowbro is so incredibly difficult to KO.
T-Tar is just trying to cause trouble, but he gets Confuse Ray, so he's gonna go down here.
The Confuse Ray, and it goes down, and so does Sableye.
Yeah, he just gets Sableye, but still, that's a win for Talibobo, taking on the Trinitar. That's one of the most important members of Ascendant being down. Of course, Sableye is also very important because it provides so much vision. And CC tunes him diving in again. He's level 30 on this Cormorant somehow now, just silently getting so much experience. I actually don't even know from where he got level 30, if I'm going to be honest. So he's going to do a lot of damage in this late game as well. With the dive air slash build, Heavy Slam is going to miss. They're just kind of looking for something. Oblivion is circling around bot with that Dodrio on 50 points. He's the highest level, I think, 13.5 most likely right now. Trinitar still farming a bit. He's going to pick up those buffs. Megu jumping in onto the Slowbro, but the block is going to miss. And Talibobo's working on this Regieleki.
This Regieleki just getting down to half right here.
This is going to be
possible secure here
coming down to the wire. Looks like Ascendant secures it.
Gets a lot of secures right there. You expected it was going to be something else, but it is the Scald. As this fight's happening at 2:08 right now, Chris, this actually could turn into the Rayquaza fight. They're pushing this in right now. The question is, yes, they're waiting for it. They're going to hold it. Here comes 100 points from Dodrio, and now Ascendant is up 236 right now. They might have been able to have more points. You're right, as they are walking as a unit with a Tyranitar. Huge Unite move onto the Cramorant. That's a member
Cramorant goes down
Rayquaza,
instantly.
pushing this advantage right here, seeing what they can do, peeling off
There's
right
a
now
Mew
when they see that the
solar
Snorlax
beam,
is
dude.
coming in.
The solar beams
Now they're looking
are hitting
for
multiple
this fight.
targets over and over again. They're taking so much damage just from this Mew alone. Another solar beam hits. The old chunk gets the 4v5, but Talibobo somehow is able to just win it off of those solar beams from Yutao. Lucario Knight flies through. Heavy Slam is going to land onto Blastoise, and the Heavy Slam is going to take out the other defender. You're also getting blocked into the Rayquaza pit by the Mr. Mime right there, and they're all super low right now. This might just be a reset. Yutao is still just being so annoying. Electro Ball lands, maybe into a boost auto attack. Onto the Dojo, another Electro Ball lands. They're so low. Tyranitar with Unite move now, but Toon has the Crown Unite. He's going to take on the Tyranitar 3 at down for Ascendant, and Talibobo can go for this Rayquaza now, Jake.
This is amazing. Talibobo
wow,
looking for
what
the
a
secure.
game.
We do have the Scaldbro walking around the top, seeing if there's something they can do. Blastoise coming in, but it might be too little too late. Can it make it in time? It is here. Blastoise here, but not able
just
to secure.
barely didn't
That's
make it.
Lucario with a massive secure there for Talibobo as they are running to score right here. We're going to get 100 into this top goal. Snorlax looking to get another 100 in. That's going to be a win, I think, here for Talibobo in game number 1. Looks like, yes.
Yeah, there's no way it's going to come back from this. There is just no way. Sable even letting Mew score there because he might sneak into the base, but he's up against the Tyranitar. But there are only 30 seconds left. They make it to the left side. And Talibobo, after this Mew solar beams, are going to take the first map. They have a huge. He landed like a 5-man solar beam. Almost having an instant reset, and thanks to the Kuron reduction to another 4-3-man solar beam, and just almost KOing Ascendant on its own. So yeah, Mew. That's why Mew is so popular.
Mew, incredible work there. Talibobo taking game number 1 off.
Talibobo takes game 1.
What a match! What a match!
Honestly, incredible. That was so back and forth the entire time. And I thought after that Toon getting caught, it looked so bad for Talibobo. He just was alone. He got slow Unite moved. But the Yutao was able to just bring it back.
That was crazy.
He did a lot of damage this game.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a look here. I feel like Mew was on it. Really on it here. Sableye wins also. Something to notice.
Yeah.
You know, just a really difficult Pokemon to deal with.
For sure.
Score-wise.
For sure. Amazing team fight by the Mew.
Yeah. Incredible team fight by the Mew. There were a couple big picks, too. There was a moment when both T-Tar and Overlord went to sort of back for a second here, and Zervis, the Sableye, would not let it happen, feared them multiple times, pushing them back into the fight. And, you know, Curious not getting to use their Unite move early there on Tyranitar. By the time they used it, it was against Toon, who was
Oblivion played
uniting,
really well there. I feel like Overlord needs to figure out a way to get
I
into this game a little bit more. He only has 40 seconds.
right now is that we needed to continue that flip. Yeah, 100,000 on Mew.
100,000 damage on Mew. 100,000 damage. Yeah, they just tried to go for Rayquaza and just all got solar beamed instantly.
Here we go.
Yeah, Mew is still so strong.
Talibobo believers take game 1. Looking fantastic right there. Yeah, I wonder if the call is to secure it at that point. Once Tomb's down, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because there's still
that's right.
4 up.
But that's the thing. That's right, and they just got hit by that massive solar beam. and they all dropped to half HP, and then they were like, ah, no. And then they got hit by another solar beam. And then they're just like, oh boy.
Talibobo.
Talibobo takes game number 1.
Taking game 1. Big W right there. A few more, and they win this thing. EU will become our rivals champions. Talibobo believers looking to take down Ascended, Chris.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing games, but amazing first game.
Yeah, I gotta say it's so. I mean, watching these players, like their level of obviously their coordination, their macro is incredible, but their micro, the way they play these Pokemon, it's really fantastic watching them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So cool to see.
Just 10 incredible players on both teams. That is for sure. 10 very incredible players.
The power swap mime on the side of Ascended, I feel like that was always on point, always perfectly set up for their squad there, and I thought that was going to be the big difference maker. Interestingly enough, I feel like Blastoise didn't get to shine as much as we've seen it shine before. Kind of shut down by Talibobo.
It was quite difficult. Didn't really get that value out, but I mean, yeah, couldn't really find that game deciding Blastoise Unite that he was probably hoping for.
Coming from the chat, they're saying Talibobo making it look easy at the end. Interesting. I thought they were behind, but they were behind, but one thing that they did was they didn't let Ascended take center. You know, they were behind. Yep. They got their cram caught early, but they, you know, patiently just kept chipping away at them and didn't give them a safe secure. It was a great play by Talibobo.
Yeah, that last game ended up really crazy.
Incredible player.
Ascended needs to figure out how to take care of this
up and coming superstar, maybe for Europe.
Mew situation. I've seen other teams take out the Decidueye in order to take out the Mew. Because Mew seems to be that Pokemon that just
and they're going to be the top name from EU. You know, Nouns is of course your returning EU champions, but I think everybody's going to be talking about Talibobo in the same breath.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure. And again, with the UCS starting, I think next weekend already. Next weekend we have, so in 5 days or 6 days, we have to qualify for the first February Cup.
Yeah.
And this time, every single cup is going to matter because the team with the most points after all the cups instantly qualifies for Worlds.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's such a good change.
It's such an amazing change. It was something that was talked about so much in UCS Season 1. And even when I was at Worlds, that was something that was talked about a lot, was that one of the big changes they wanted to see for Year 2 was more teams and for championship points to really make a difference.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Gigason in my Twitch chat said next match go. So Jake, can you please start it?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. I was waiting for someone to finish their laundry. But they actually want it to start.
Yeah, like this guy Gigason, he's asking for. He's telling us to go. So
okay, sorry about that, Gigason. Oh, gosh.
Can
you let me know what he wants, just as it kind of goes on? If you can just see what they're saying in the chat, and that way I can just do. Exactly.
He said Mio now.
What did he say now?
I don't know. Mio.
Mew? He wants Mew. He just wants Mew in the next match. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll
he's making fun of how I pronounce Mew.
Oh, okay. Oh. Well, let's get Mew in there then. I'll make sure we get Mew in there.
He seems like a nice guy.
Okay. Our teams are doing their ready checks right now. We're going to be heading in here to game number 2. My chat's saying you're a savage, Chris. Oh, wait, someone needs to finish laundry. So how do we handle this? Your chat wants to go, but I have a few people who are still doing laundry.
I would say we listen to the go and we go.
Okay. Uh-oh, everybody. You heard it. I mean, I'm not going to fight with Chris.
No time for Sunday laundry. No time for that. No Today is Unite Rivals Day.
That's right. Unite Rivals
Should have done your laundry earlier.
This is wild.
Am I wrong?
No, you should have done your laundry earlier. You can't do your laundry during Unite Rivals.
Sitting there with some snacks in front of either your PC or your TV and enjoying the Unite Rivals.
Here we go.
Here you go, game number 3.
Or game number 2. Losing game 1 to Talibobo Believers. This is NA versus EU. This is Rivals. Your finals right now. We're gonna see what they ban out. I'm guessing Ascended on their side is gonna have to ban out Maybe they might ban the Mew and see if they can steal an easier Shifu, but I'm guessing Talibobo bans it. Nope, they ban a Mime, actually.
Okay.
Well, they get
Mime
a free,
and Shifu being banned.
Free Mew if
they're
they
gonna
want
first
it.
pick this
so
year's side.
Mime
and
Urshifu.
It decided last match, and they're like, nope, no thanks, please, don't do it again. So it opens up a Scyther and a Blissey for yourself Talibobo, which is also always very scary. So, but it's just so hard to make
so
this
Mew,
OP Pokemon.
Scyther,
they get to counter right now. They can grab
Blissey.
the Slowbro, which is a great counter for this Scyther, and then they can look for their next Pokemon, which is maybe just Oblivion back on that Dodrio. Ooh.
And I'm probably scared of maybe Eldegoss being picked away.
Yeah.
So, double support can happen, right? It can happen.
LD
Yeah,
slow,
definitely.
bro.
We haven't seen Ninetales, Toonslam hovering the Ninetales, but we just don't see it here in Europe. We just don't. It's very difficult.
Sylveon being picked up by
Toonslam going
Toon.
back onto the Mystical Fire Sylveon with that Muscle Band, Rapid Fire Scar, Focus Band. I mean, it's a decent counter to Mew.
Overlord
right?
hovering the
jump into Mew's face and
sword.
just start damaging it, and then Mew also does less damage back to the Sylveon.
Do we see Tyranitar
Zoroark.
Overlord bringing out the Zoroark?
Exactly.
Utah gets the final pick.
Also showing that he can late, and we have a Glaceon
He's gonna
last
pick
pick. So double
Glaceon.
team comp for the side of Talibobo. Interesting. Do we like the Glaceon here? I guess we probably do.
I don't know.
I think it's always a good
It's
Pokemon,
always a
let's be
good
honest.
Pokemon. That's the thing about Glaceon. It's always
Interesting.
Good. It is always good, and I think they're going to be able to get a decent amount of experience early, so that's nice. And then they can feed everything else over to Klaus. Overlord, on the other hand, did we get to see Overlord Zoroark yet? Oh, we did yesterday, right? We did for a game, I think.
We did. And he was also looking good on it.
Nice. This is going to be awesome.
Yep.
Talibobo is
Also,
cooking.
Sunday Zoroarks are great. The only promise, it depends on the server they're on. Could always be a bit risky to pick. But he probably knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's really risky is Night Slash Zoroark.
Oh,
I
that's
think
true,
Night
actually,
Slash on
yeah,
ping is
you're right.
impossible, but Feint probably a lot more playable.
Are we heading into match number 2? Players are loading into the match. Oblivion this time on Mew. Can he do the same that Utah did last game? There's the question.
We're gonna find out. Normally we'd see that multiple members of Talibobo really comfortable with that pick. So that's not only a great pick for Ascended, but also kind of denying them one of their best Pokemon there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Toonslam on Sylveon are also very annoying. He's just playing these like mages right now that have a lot of mobility, are very good on its own, and he just silently does his job, right? He just does damage here and there. He does damage, presses Unite move, and but last game I have to say it didn't look too great. So this game maybe he's gonna get caught a bit less. Servas has to run away with the X speed here, tries to go for the last hit, and Klaus is here on top of it with the scythe. They're looking for this last hit.
Overlord putting the work in against
Klaus
Klaus.
is gonna exchange some damage, but no casualty is going to happen. Slash Clash with the X attack, very aggressive. That's a very aggressive Eldegoss. And he might just get a kill right here. Klaus might just fall. He doesn't have vision. He lost vision.
I don't often see Slash, I feel like, on something that's not a Blissey or Mime. So this is really interesting seeing them play this Eldegoss pick right here. Curios making it to the top path right now. We also have Utah, the Glaceon up here in the top path. We could have a little fight break out in about 5 seconds here because they're both going to be looking for these birds. The Altaria is spawning right now. Slash pushing themselves a little far forward. Klaus trying to pick up a lot of that. Looks like they got a lot of it as they now just got their level 5.
Yeah, Slashcan is still missing out on Eldegoss, but so Servas. Actually, the supports are literally the same amount of experience. They both just need one more thing to take over to level 4. And if you don't know, Pokemon that have to be part of a last hit to evolve. They can't evolve over time. They need to either be part of a KO, a takedown, an assist somewhere, or a last hit for them to evolve. It's like a weird mechanic they have in this game. Or a score, yeah. They can't just go it over time. That's what this green HP bar is. Like, the green XP bar is just passive experience they gain over time that they're still gonna get after evolving.
Overlord now level 5 here. Let's see if they can make a play here. Here comes the feint. Moving in. Yes, big
Overlord
play,
putting in
not
the
able to
pressure
take it
right
down.
here.
Obviously, Blissey, he just has way too much health. Klaus coming back in, trying to make something happen here. We're going to get the resets on the feint as they push back towards this goal. Curios walking top right now. Glaceon having to come top. Here comes Toonslam on the Sylveon right now.
Slash is getting such a bad spot.
Right here. And so
gets killed by the Scyther,
nice
and
rotation
Sylveon
from
killing
Talibobo, really
Overlord.
shutting down that play from Ascended.
Huge gank by Talibobo. They get 2 free KOs onto Ascendant, and they're also going to score 30 points, 13, maybe 27 for the Sylveon.
Kyrios is getting
to defend, but Jupiter
damage too.
At least, so that Sylveon doesn't get the score in. But still, that's huge for Talibobo. They score 43 points in total in this first 2 minutes now. Ronald sniping in again. The final slash might be activated. He goes on to Toon Slim though. Doesn't go on the Bliss. Maybe he lost vision there, or he just want to go on the Sylveon. He doesn't have Fate Attack ready. He goes into goes back in, but he gets taken down.
Blissey gets takes out.
Might also go for slash again. Yes, Eligos is also going to fall in there. Both
whoa,
go down
Glaceon takes down Eldegoss.
Wow, great fights here from Talibobo. Right now, Ascended haven't been able to score a single point, and they've been getting shut down in these team fights. Huge solar beam from
it's crazy.
And we're getting ready here. 7 minutes. Multiple members of Talibobo ready for this. We keep the Zoroark and Scyther up in the top pass so they can continue getting experience for their side. Elo just getting pushed towards the enemies right there. Can you ever KO a Slowbro? We're going to find out. They're trying right now. No. Making it back to this goal as Registeel is down here, and this is a big objective for both of these teams. They're trying to decide who's going to get an Oblivion. Getting caught right here. Having to use its Mew Unite.
Yeah, Mew Unite comes out. So does Glaceon Unite. And
we do have a KO now. Mew does go down.
Talibobo is just trying to get through this entire team right now.
Behind us, Blissey slapping it up a little bit as Tyranitar
Kyrios goes down.
Still getting chipped here by Talibobo.
It's just slow, bro.
It's time for them to try to secure this thing. The Icy Wind ready to take it, and they do.
Man, Toon is just like in their face right now. He just keeps missing and firing over them. He's already getting 2 KOs. He's so aggressive. Dashes in again.
Klaus gets another kill.
Carrying this team fight on that Mystic Fire Sylveon. They
Overlord.
couldn't do anything about it. He just kept jumping in, and they just couldn't lock him down. And he did so much just damage over time with that Mystic Fires landing onto his opponents. Those auto attacks with Rapid Fire Scuff and Muscle Band. And he just zoned 4 characters on its own there. Huge play by Toon Slim. Of course, it's not too fancy because it's Mystic Fire Sylveon. You just kind of just press your buttons, but still. Knowing your limits, having a great Unite move to also finish off the Mew, just coming out of the Unite move. Wonderfully timed by Toon. And they look for this push on Regieleki as well. Now, if it's going to go in, they can have a huge overcap. Klaus is looking for it, going for Elo right now. Zoroark is looking for Scyther. There's the Blizzard flying in. They're going to look for Overlord. Here's the final slash, though. And Scyther doesn't have Unite. He's going to come out for now. Tao's going to join with the Icy Wind. They're going to start looking for Elo. He's dropping super low again, but has Amnesia is going to heal up with Ton. And Regieleki is going to go right here. But they get Kiaros at least turn a touchdown.
Tao's searching for
he's going to eject button
Overlord.
after him.
Elo is trying to stay alive on the goal.
Yes. It just takes so much effort to take on the slow, bro. 40 going for Klaus.
There's a 37-point overdunk.
181 points now. Against 23, so Talibobo in such control.
Man, they are rocking these fights. Just incredible here. We do have more of a late game composition, to be fair, on the side of Ascendant. You know, they have that Tyranitar here, but these two Eevees are crushing it for Talibobo right now. You're like you said, Toon Slim always in their face, never giving them an inch, constant damage from the Mystical Fire, and it's really hard to KO this Pokemon. It's actually a very, very tanky attacker on the side of Talibobo. And then you have Glaceon getting all the experience it needs. It's already level 11, so those Icy Winds are going to hit like a truck right here. We're going to see if Oblivion's able to pick something up here on this Mew. It doesn't feel like it's been as impactful as some of the Mews that we've seen in some of the other matches right here, as they're looking possibly for some points here on the top path, but they're just going to have to run away from it.
A turn to level 10.5. Still looking for a bit of impact. Overlord also couldn't really find too many KOs yet. But we have a bottom Reggie fight popping off, and it's going to be a steal, so it's a lot of extra damage. Snorlax with a Unite move, eject button, knocking up Slowbro and Eldegoss, but it's not 2 key members they kind of want to go for. Utah running back to
wow, so much chaos is just happening right in this front of this Registeel fight. Waiting for some kills to come through. Snorlax does get the Eldegoss here. Toon Slim does confirm the Registeel. Glaceon getting the kill on Tyranitar. And Sylveon taking down Mew, Scyther taking down Slowbro.
Overcap as well, 45 points, and Talibobo. Ascendant has no chance in this game right now. Absolutely 0 chance.
Oh my gosh, Talibobo making it look easy right here in game number 2. What a... wait, was that Stone Edge? No, that wasn't Stone Edge. Sorry, that was Ancient Power.
I think it's the activation of Ancient Power, yeah.
Okay, for a second there, I was
it always confuses me too.
This can't happen. This can't happen right now. Okay, yeah, Talibobo making it look easy in game 2. They're just dominating this match right now, up by over 200 points. A minute and a half before we have the big Rayquaza spawn. Once again, I mean, the big thing that we have on the side of Ascended is a Tyranitar. It's this late game monster. But besides that, Talibobo is just looking fantastic, and Ascended looks like they're way, way behind.
There's so on point. Toonslim again just jumping in as well, over and over again with the Mystical Sylveon. Zorak is getting takedown. Newtausen was level 40 now. And this late game Glaceon does way too much damage. It feels illegal at some point how much damage it can put out with an Icy Wind. When you hit that Freeze Dry onto an enemy Pokemon, you get more special tech as well. So that's the combo right there. And you can walk into a fight. Having one Icy Wind ready, then your Freeze Dry, Icy Wind, your next Icy Wind's already up. And you can Icy Wind again and just counter one-shot almost any Pokemon in those late game team fights. And looks like he doesn't have enough Core Reduction, so keep up his Icy Wind permanently. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. But yeah, it's so difficult now to play against this Icy Wind Glaceon.
Here we go, 27 seconds until the bottom spawns, which means there's really not enough time to deal with it because Ray spawns right after it. You have to KO it too fast. Right now, Regieleki is going down here for Ascended. They're just going to need to reset and get ready for this fight as they're way behind in level. Maybe if they can catch Yutao, maybe if they can catch this Scyther, but they need a massive catch inside of this fight, and they need to empower their Tyranitar to somehow win this thing. Nice.
So Overlord hit 13.
Blissey maybe a little out of position here as Scyther is possibly looking for a pickup here in this top path. Here comes Toon. Here comes the big final attack here from that Zoroark as Toon jumps in, right? Gets a massive
Overlord
kill.
goes down.
But no one's there to do anything about it. Mew with a big solar beam right here. The boosted, but nothing can happen there. Scyther jumping in, trying to take down this Slowbro right here. Curios ready to fight. Wow, they were just so out of position with that Unite move from Slowbro. They didn't get any value from it, Chris.
Yeah, and the Icy Winds are looking for the chaos. They're gonna
Sylveon kills Mew.
Sylveon Glaceon are gonna take it down. The Snorlax says Unite. He's gonna lock up 3. He's gonna lock up Slashcan again. He has to dodge it with its Unite move. He's forced to use it. He's gonna heal himself up, but the Glaceon is still for HP. Blissey's also still up. It's gonna go into Scyther. 2 are down on Self-Ascendant, but Zorak is still back alive. He has Unite move up. Overlord has to look for an insane play right here. Can he make it happen? Snowball's gonna fall. There it is, and he's not gonna get it.
Rayquaza goes down. Talibobo secures it.
Scythe of Talibobo.
Oh my gosh, Ascended is getting manhandled.
Second match. It wasn't even close from minute 1 on. What an insane stomp.
Talibobo taking game number 2 in commanding fashion. Wow, what a match from Talibobo. That was extremely impressive. No one has taken a game like that off of Ascended. No one.
Absolutely incredible. One KO for Ascendant. 1 KO. That's all they got this entire match. That was absolute domination. Only 1 score as well of the Edigos. 1 score, one KO, and that's all Ascendant got from Talibobo. Absolutely incredible.
That's a crazy match right there. That is a crazy, crazy match. Well, I mean, if Talibobo wanted to make a statement right here, they just did. I mean, they were already like the team to watch coming out of Rivals, but holy moly. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Such a great game. I'm kind of in disbelief.
Yeah,
it was absolutely dominated them. They dominated Ascended in that game.
Yeah, this was not even close. So Ascended now has to get itself together and look for something else. I want to stop seeing Tyranitas.
You might.
I don't think you understand how much I do not want to see Tyranitar anymore.
Well, they're not getting the value out of it that they would like. That's
they're
sure.
just not.
Yeah. That's 2 W's there for Talibobo believers. 1 more win, and they take this. They could sweep the world champs right now.
That would be incredible.
It would.
Of course, I want to see more matches, but if the world champ gets swept as well, I mean, that's also just something we will not see all day, so every day. Yeah.
And they're getting ready for our next game right here. So if you're Ascended, what are you thinking heading into this next game? What would you change if you were on their roster and kind of making those decisions?
Just not pick Tyranitar. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I just don't know. It's just so difficult. Like, once you fall a bit behind with it, against a good team, you're just gonna get abused on. They have that Sylveon, the Glaceon, they're so aggressive early on as well. Like, mid game as well, they have so much damage, so much ability. It is very, very difficult to do anything, to make anything happen. And even the Slowbro Unites, they found Slowbro Unites, but they could never finish off the target in its Unite move. So...
yeah, it felt like that was... I mean, they got a great catch on it, right? Except no one was there. You know? Slowbro was exactly there. It grabbed Scyther, sure, but there's literally no one there to make sure that they can secure this.
No, difficult for Ascendant. I mean, Talibobo barely made any mistakes last game, and if you make no mistakes with a good team comp, then it's going to take the win. And the top set of Ascendant did a lot of mistakes, right? We saw the Zoroark and Edigos dying as 2v2 2 or 3 times. So they did make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah. I don't know if Zoroark, it feels like Zoroark, a very good early game Pokemon, but especially if you get behind early, you lose a lot of value just in general from Zoroark.
Also, the Sylveon just completely kept check of the Mew. Just with the missing 5, if you keep on jumping into Mew, it also reduces Mew's damage by a lot, right? So it struggles. And he can also dodge certain things with like a Solar Beam, he can sidestep it, he can heal up back from Electro Ball with the Healing Kiss or Draining Kiss. So yeah, Toon playing an amazing game last game. Looked much better than the Cramorant from first match.
Yeah.
Like he had an amazing last game. He was just
that was
everywhere
incredible.
and just doing damage.
Shutting them down the whole time. Yeah, it's just really incredible. Like you were saying, always in their face. So, man, I mean, there are a lot of different ways this can go, right? A reverse sweep would be insane. A sweep would be insane.
Here we go, match number 3.
Into game number 3, where Talibobo believers could take down the world champs right now in a full sweep in our rivals grand finals. I can't believe that this is even coming close to happening right here, but right now, Chris, I think I'm a Talibobo believer.
You're Talibobo believer, because I think I am too. I mean, they're looking incredible. Can they take a 3-0 over the reigning world champion? I'm gonna find out. We have Blissey banned, and we also have Urshifu banned. So Overlord not getting this Urshifu today, right? He was popping off in the grand finals yesterday with it, and he's not getting it this time around. I mean, he's even banning it himself because they don't want to give it over to Yutao, is also a great Urshifu player. And they're trying for the Sableye. Bring out the big guns.
That's big. If they have Sableye, also they can, more comfortably put Oblivion back on their Dodrio. So it's a really solid pick.
And Blissey's gone. Blissey is gone, so pick up the Slowbro and the Scyther. All right.
I feel like you gotta get the Eldegoss here.
Oh, it's Overlord is gonna be like, just guys, just let me play Lucario now. I want to play Lucario. Leave me alone. Let's see if he's gonna do it. No, it doesn't look like it. No, Lucario. Back to the Lucario and maybe a Delphox. For the side, yeah, there's the Lucario. Okay, he is done. But it's just not Lucario's not the same anymore, right? It's so difficult now to actually make this Lucario work.
Yeah, it's really tough. We're seeing Eldegoss get picked up. I wonder what the final pick is here for Talibobo. Ooh, really? Well, they're grabbing
really?
Tyranitar.
They just...
You do not like
I feel like it just doesn't work, and then the other team picks it. There's like, I don't know. They see it not working out, and they just pick it themselves. Yeah, but there has, I mean, it's a good Pokemon. I'm not saying it's not a good Pokemon, but like, with how much good their early game was last game, I'm surprised they're going for it.
Both these teams are so interesting.
As a counter to the Ancient Power, so you might see a second as well.
Interesting picks here on the side of Ascended. I mean, the Lucario, surprising. Oblivion bringing out this Buzzwole here. And now we've got this Sableye, which can be a big difference maker in a lot of these games. It's one of those weird Pokemon where you don't see it on the stat screen, but you feel it in the match. Oh, game 3. Talibobo might sweep the world champions right now. I can't believe it. Ascended needs to fight back hard and try to win this thing. They need to win 3 in a row to win rivals.
And it's Yutao and Tyranitar, so it's going to be a Sandtomb. He has been playing Sandtomb. So the Buzzwole, let's see what it's going to do. I feel like it's not going to do all too much. I'm going to be honest right here. I think they thought about picking it to counter Ancient Power, but Yutao doesn't even play Ancient Power. So maybe there's some other things they want to do with it. Maybe just win top lane very hard, right? It's one of the best early game Pokemon. If it gets to level 5, it does so much damage on the Superpower, especially early game. And yeah, maybe the Sableye Buzzwole can just take down targets left and right. I mean, they need it very badly.
Okay, Talibobo.
We might have a pause here. Perhaps a disconnect. Okay. We have a disconnect. Game crash during loading. No big deal. They'll be back. They'll be back here. Man, this, Chris, is... The greatest thing about this right now is you could not have scripted this for everyone saying it was rigged. I don't think anyone would have expected this right here, man. Talibobo believers 2-0 right now against the world champions. But, and this is an interesting thought here. When have the world champs, when have Ascended have to fight back in a series like this? Almost never. I don't think they're almost ever in this position.
Yeah, it's always difficult. It takes a lot of mental strength to come back into a series, especially after getting stomped last match. It's even more difficult.
Yeah.
It is so difficult. But it's gonna be the strengths, like, let's see if they actually have that mental capacity, or, of just coming back into after a 2-0 being down and take it. So always very good to see. And if not, it's kind of, I mean, you know, if they get rolled over now again, that's not a good look.
My chat's saying if Ascended makes a comeback, this is rigged. You know what? I don't think anything could happen and you think it's not rigged at this point.
Yeah,
chat.
true.
I don't think it's even possible. I'm seeing that now that Toon is on Mew, it's done. Toon is obviously a phenomenal player, and Toon's Mew is gross. It's really good.
Oh yeah, it really is. It really, really is. So they have 2 amazing Mew players. Reloading back into the game now, so we should be starting.
They go 3, 2, 1.
So there we go. We're rejoining the match.
Here we go.
Everyone has loaded in. And we're heading into our 3rd match. Could be the final one. We could have also potentially 3 more matches. Buzzwole actually not going for top side, yeah, because we have Overlord. He's actually going for jungle. I would have rather have than Delphox jungling, but yeah.
Well, I mean, that level 5 from Buzzwole, to be fair, is one of the best power spikes in the game for a level 5 power spike. So there's a lot there, and you know, it also plays well in Path though now too. It's so good in Path, so it is a very interesting pick on the side of Ascended, that's for sure.
Yeah, they might just get it to level 5 first and then have the Delphox jungling at some point, right? After it gets to level 5.
I would absolutely. There's no way.
Oblivion, the Leech Life player from yesterday, did he play Leech Life?
He might.
There was one lunch Leech Life player yesterday. I'm not sure if it was Oblivion or not, but I remember in North America we had one lunch with Leech Life. It could have been him, I'm not sure. But yeah, the fight is breaking out on bottom path. Mego's dropping quite low, but the slow poke is quite tanky as well. There's Oblivion with the first gank on top. Let's see what he's going to have on this first gank. Is it going to be Leech Life? Is it going to be Superpower? Do you want to see a Leech Life? I mean, I kind of don't want to.
I do now. Now that it's possible, I kind of want to let him cook. Let's see if he ends up cooking.
All right.
It's a superpower. Doesn't end up cooking. He's cooking in his own way, and that's fine. And here we go. Elo in a lot of trouble here, having to eject to get out of there.
Superpower, Utao going down.
Lucario. This is Overlord's Lucario right here. Massive double KO pickup in this top path as they grab Klaus in a lot of trouble.
And Klaus goes down.
Looking very good. Here comes Mew, but he actually might be in a lot of trouble as well if he doesn't get out of here. Blocking that, body blocking it, taking a big Electro Ball there. Ooh,
nice play by Elo
right there, pushing Toon out of that Solar Beam. I didn't even think about that you could cancel that.
Yeah, amazing. And now Lucario might be going down on top lane. They're still chasing him. Solar Beam is going to hit. No, it's actually going to miss, but Eligos is going to take this KO.
Oh, this back and forth on top lane.
That one can't miss. And Talibobo at least getting 1 KO on Lucario. But good start for Ascendant. They take down 3. And now the Braixen is going towards the jungle. Superpower is going to stay top. I mean, Superpower. Buzzwole is going to stay top lane with the Superpower and take all these last hits now. Servus has to be careful. We have the Smackdown activated. So now it's very scary to play against level 7 Buzzwole, especially this early on. If you get caught in that Smackdown, you're just dead. You're gone.
And it looks like Delphox was able to get its level 6 here from part of the central area. So it only took the blue buff in that central area, sending Buzzwole back to get the rest of it here as Toon makes his way down to the bottom path, just putting some damage onto Slash, who's been playing an insane mime throughout this tournament. Just one of the best mimes I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, all the mimes have probably done a incredible job, but he especially, he's a very, very good mime player. And now we have a level 7.5 Tyranitar. So, I mean, Jupiter, he still has a long way to go before he gets to the Tyranitar evolution. And we have 13 seconds until the Reggie spawns. So, this could be Ascendant's game to take. And there we go. Lucario is going to get a KO on side on top side. And Edo living on 1 HP. Servus is probably going to stay here up as well. Talibobo might just contest it and just hope that the Muse can steal it away with the Solar Beam. Because I don't expect a team fight to be happening. But Scyther does rotate towards bot path.
Yeah, Scyther is walking down here.
So we got
Slowbro watching this a little bit. Mew just kind of picking this up a little. But they're going to get that healed back through that power swap. Here comes
Ascended
Sableye,
and 3 for Talibobo.
Massive pickup there for
and
Ascended.
Delphox gets the kill on Slowbro really early. Klaus is still there, and so is Toonslim. Elo is putting a lot of pressure. So is Oblivion. Oh my gosh, Oblivion is going in. He wants Klaus for dinner.
It is not going to be able to make it inside this Flux Zone and get the KO, but that's an easy Reggie.
And Titor's here.
Side of Ascended. They might pick up a Tyranitar here as well, as we do have Tyranitar using its Unite move, bringing him into the sand, looking for a double KO right here. It's stomping. It's chasing the mime. Can it get 2? Let's go. There's 2 on the side of Talibobo. Great refight from Ascended.
As I mentioned, that's the
and Overlord just shows up. E-Speed, here we go.
Bone Rush, but it just really doesn't do as much damage anymore as it used to, and he's just can't confirm any KOs, but at least makes them go away and not be able to score any more points. So yeah, Tyranitar. Actually, there was a big mistake there by the Buzzwole. He didn't go for the last hit on the NTD, which gave it over to Tyranitar, who then actually got level 9 on the bottom defense to be able to do it. So 1 NTD could have been a game decider right here to bring Talibobo back into the match, and Basso should just try to focus it down, and that could have, like, one DD could just make the difference right now.
It's crazy to think. One DD is all it takes.
Yeah, apparently so.
Here we go, getting ready for this.
So it's another
fight. Again, not the same kind of priority that you see at the two
top.
Right here. They're actually just using it, you know, sort of
just Eldegoss and Klaus
against Talibobo right here. We do have a Unite.
Mew and Tyranttar look like they're trying to get there, probably for the defense. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to stop this
Waiting
here.
for the rest of the members of their team to get up here. Here comes the Unite move.
There goes the Unite.
Buzzwole, but really not finding any value out of that either. And that's, it looks like it could just.
And Curious is just going to start spraying down damage on them, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they could.
Overlord jumps in really quickly, takes so much damage, and then hops right back out.
Probably into the Centum Tyranitar, right? If you overextend into it and are not careful enough, suddenly the game just.
Slash Can versus Megu bottom lane is quite the match.
We have an interesting fight where nothing really happens. We call those bad noodle fights normally. A Mime against a Slowbro, both are just kind of healing up on each other.
Overlord by himself gets taken out.
He just died.
Yeah, he just gets taken out right there. Delphox up there for the defense, but I don't know if it can fight against two of them. We're going to have to find out as we have a fight breaking out in this bottom path right here, just securing some experience. We've got the leash onto the Buzzwole. I love seeing so much Buzzwole here as this Registeel is starting right now. 3 members from both teams down here jumping in.
There we go. Buzzwole's going in.
Trying to get a big KO right here.
He's trying to get this Mew.
Early, they'll make sure
and they're trying to do whatever they can to get him off of the Mew.
Big Unite.
There's the Unite.
You, just negating all of that damage, and now you're going to have to eat a big
Ooh, and Oblivion goes down.
Here comes the T-Tar onto Overlord, the big Sand Tomb trying to pull them in, and now Ascended is having to run back here. Mime actually saying, no, we are not doing that. We are pushing this fight, jumping in right here with a Unite move of their own. Here comes Tyranitar's Unite.
Overlord's going in.
Right here. Klaus looking to rip this up.
He's the only one alive.
Down right here. The only one here is Elo. Is he able to secure? He is not.
No, unable to secure and goes down to Klaus.
Nice double KO on the side of Talibobo.
Buzzwole is putting in the work though against Scyther.
Oh, Klaus goes too deep there. Was a bit too excited. He used his Unite on Sableye, and did our spectator to see? No way.
No way.
What just happened?
I have no idea what's happening.
We don't know.
We don't know what just happened. No.
I could not tell you. I could not tell you.
The server got a headache. Scyther's laying on the ground there.
I think so.
What's going?
I can't do anything.
But you're here, so
I'm still in the game.
You're still in the game.
I'm disconnected from the server, probably.
What?
I'm gonna try to log in right now and see if I can spectate.
Yeah,
from
see if you can spectate their game.
I wanna try.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
Can you tell them to pause? They can't pause.
They can't pause. They can't pause.
No way.
I'm reconnecting now.
Okay. No way. Oh man. 338.
Yeah, they're entering the friggin' Rayquaza fight now.
I don't know if I can make it in time. That's the question.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be behind 3 minutes, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. If we can get in there. Yeah, I know.
It's starting. It just takes a while. The switch is slow. I'm trying.
I'm well aware it's rigged, everybody. I know.
It's rigged.
Oh no.
Wow, this is
I hope
crazy.
the matches are still up, because it might not be over. That's the thing.
Oh, no kidding, huh? Speedrun it.
No way.
Wow, in the last final match, there's no way. I'm trying. I'm logging to this game right now. I'm logging in. That is. The Switch is taking its time, guys. I'm trying. I'm trying. Friend list. Friend list.
Are you finding something? Is it up? Are you finding something? Is it up?
Yep. Began 10 minutes ago. Okay, began 10 minutes ago. Okay.
You gotta share it into
you gotta share it into I put it. Okay. I put it. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Sweet. Sweet.
All right.
Gonna go to jump to 338.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
everybody.
Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out here. Obviously, there's nothing we could do about this. When you're trying to rig something, it's really difficult, and I think we just excellently too early there.
Okay, I'm gonna just fast forward, and then we're gonna cast from there on, I guess. Right, oh my, good! I just made it. It's 10 minutes ago, so we just barely made it in.
Give me one sec to get it.
Yeah. We have to fast forward anyways.
This is
I'm gonna add pump to the song.
okay. Great idea. Is that it? Yes, maybe.
Oh, and Maslow's streaming too.
All right, we're catching up to it.
Just pause to it and then plug it Mazo in.
This time looks hilarious on high speed.
Oh, don't want to show the results.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh, it just kicked me out anyway.
Almost there, 2 minutes ago.
Getting ready for everybody.
How do I add people when there's... And then Mazo.
We're close. We're 5.5 minutes. Here we go. The sides are flipped, is that right? Oh yeah, the sides are flipped, huh?
Use his screen.
Ah, this is crazy.
Your orange side, Talibobo, your purple
We're trying to
side
figure out what the heck happened.
is going to be ascended right here. We're getting close, 4.5 minutes. So maybe get ready to just pause and just a second.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the top players are so fast. Pretty unbelievable.
Alright, just continue from here on.
Are we good? Is everybody good?
Pump is not in yet.
All right, let's
Okay.
pause for 1 sec. All right, we're freaking back, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man.
There's some technical issues right here, but it's totally fine. It's gonna take over from here. We saw Klaus going down in this fight, and now we have 1 minute 30 left for this Rayquaza spawn. Very low point game so far, Jake. Very low points.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay.
Oblivion putting in
Here
the
we
work
are.
against Toon Slim.
Wow. Okay. The purple side right now, if you're just joining us or if you're a little confused where we are, our purple side is ascended. They need this win right here. If they don't get this win, Talibobo takes this series 3-0.
Oh my god, Overlord is getting aggressed on.
Champions right now.
Slash Can's gonna go down here.
By Talibobo believers, they could sweep this entire series.
It's 112 to 51 right now.
1 minute left until Rayquaza. It's so incredibly close, but that's going to put him a little bit ahead. 112.
And now, yeah, the Trenta's almost level 40 now. He's going to be so insane for this last team fight of this match, hitting to level 14. Now looking towards top. We have another Regieleki spawning. Looks like those teams might be going for it slowly. We have 44 seconds left for that Rayquaza to spawn. Oblivion, he's gonna fall off now. Like late game team fight, Buster can work if you find that pick off, but it's quite difficult.
This could be a nice pick for them. I mean, it could walk towards their tier 2, possibly give them the ability to score something on, but it looks like actually members of Talibobo are coming up here possibly to stop this. We've got Delphox finally here at level 11, so it's gonna look pretty good in this final fight. Did they get to catch Tyranitar here? Who's up here? Oh, it's Scyther! They catch
Scyther gets killed by
be down all the way until Rayquaza right here.
Buzzwole.
So they could decide to take this fight early if they can start picking off members of Talibobo right here. Nice position to be in if you are the world champs ascended.
Yeah, no, Utah might be looking for the engage. He's level 14. I don't think he has to be too scared. And Ascended is looking for this Rayquaza slowly. They're gonna have a hard time team fighting. Only level 12 Delphox. Can they score maybe top? The Regieleki is in. Is anyone gonna go there? Oblivion is looking for it. Confusion hits the Trinitar, and Rayquaza is dropping in HP. I feel like at this point we have to make something happen for the side of Talibobo. They don't want to have a flip, right? They have the level 14 Tyranitar. They don't want to just have it decided by a 50-50 necessarily. So Slowbro looking for the surf right here, catching Mime. Confused Ray is going to hit the Slowbro. Can they maybe come up here? Slowbro, he's going to
Oh, they're trying to pick Slowbro apart.
There's the Unite.
Oh, Unite comes out.
That's going to go and he's going to dive in very deep. What's happening to Rayquaza? It's still at full HP. Looking back to this Tyranitar. He's dead level 14.
Elo might just need to go score.
Wow. What a fight there. What a start. They're pushing the Delphox out right now. Rayquaza is going down. It is at half right now. They see that on the side of Ascended. They're now trying to move in here. Lucario making their way through the bottom pit. So
no, Elo's it's back. Curious is in a bad spot. Confuse Ray will help get him out.
Delphox or the Sableye. Delphox able to run out here. Scyther looking to try to get
Scyther looking to do something.
There's a nice pollen puff to keep them alive. Slash does have a Unite.
Oblivion is just trying to put in the work. Slash Can is just trying to help out. Curios gets the kill on Scyther. Overlord's here. It's just Utah now. Oblivion's trying to put in the work right now.
That's a double KO for the Mew. Multiple members are down, 3 down on the side of Ascendant. That's 4 down. Only Mime is left, as it looks like Talibobo.
Oh my gosh, Elo should have tried to go score.
They're going to get something into this bottom path. How much is it? 40 points in the bottom path. That is going to put them up. He's trying to stop them here in the top path as Toon and
it's just Slash, and Slash goes down. That's it.
We're putting it in right now. Talibobo scoring another 100. 12 seconds left, and they sweep the world champions and win Rivals. Unbelievable.
Incredible. This new formed European team taking down the reigning world champion with a 3-0. They become the
United
what
a game
of 2023 in our Europe against North America clash. Insane by Talibobo believers. Who would have thought a clean pretty much clean 3-0. They were in control of these games, and they made it look very easy. Incredible play by all these 5. We'll get some damage numbers as well. The Trenachers didn't want to die in this last team fight. Toon with 88,000 damage. Klaus, Yutao, Zervas, Toonslim, and Megu taking the victory in the Unite Rivals. And also taking the win for Europe. Europe winning 3-1 against North America on top of it.
Europe winning 3-1. Beating the world champions here in the finals. We didn't know.
Yeah, Toon was a part of this Ascendant squad during their run.
But
Toon is the best in the world.
Showed up,
True.
won almost every single series, and then the craziest and most definitive victory of all of them basically was Talibobo taking 3 games off the world champs. Unbelievable.
That's
Talibobo,
crazy.
Wow.
Incredible. Actually just incredible.
What a game.
Tournament. Oh, I just don't even know. It was so fun.
It was so incredibly fun. Man, you have no idea how disappointed, Chris, I would be if we didn't get to see that game.
Oh, yeah.
You have no idea.
That was an incredible last team fight. That was
wild.
Last team fight. Coming down, not even to Rayquaza.
Oh, God.
Game not coming down to Rayquaza, coming down to a team fight. Tyranitar just living over and over again there with a level 14 Tyranitar just being so hard to KO. It was such a close team fight. Oblivion really tried to survive the bus with in the end, but didn't have enough damage to just get this Tyranitar down. That's the bus problem as well. Same for
they were putting a lot of damage onto the Slowbro as well. They were really trying to KO that Slowbro, and it's just such a difficult Pokemon to actually get out of that fight. So there you have it, everybody. Unite Rivals. You have your champions, Talibobo Believers. EU beating NA 3-1 as well in our bracket here. Do I have a bracket? I have a thing that says heads or tails. That's what I've got that up for everybody right here. Oh, man. What a tournament. What a tournament.
Yeah, that was wild.
It took weeks of this. Multiple weeks.
Absolutely wild.
Figuring